several years ago, in the New York Times Crossword Puzzle, daily crossword puzzle, I was the answer. I was the answer to something which said, I forget how it was put now, reporter involved with Watergate coverage and so on and so forth. And the correct answer was me. I know many ways to think of reaching some height in your lifetime. And I've had a few things here and there, some good, some bad. But of all the things that ever happened to me, to be enshrined in a New York Times crossword puzzle, that did it. I thank you.
What you don't know is there's another part to that story, because the clue was Newsman Dan, and it was supposed to be Dan Schorr. And when Dan Schorr did the crossword puzzle, he initially put in rather. Because it has the same number of letters. Oh, and Scott, is that the mic?
Yes, yeah. Will, could you talk about what languages might be particularly good or discouraging for puzzles?
Yeah, well, probably the hardest language to make crosswords in is Chinese, because they go with their symbols represent whole words. The English language, I think, is the best for puzzle making, because we have such a rich vocabulary. We have more words than any other language, and spelling and sound are not in sync, so there's lots of chances for wordplay. And the Italian language is also very good. They have fewer letters of the alphabet. There's more vowels, more vowels out of in their usage. So the words interlock better. They have more impressive feats of construction than we do, and there are a lot of idioms in Italian. So they can mislead solvers that way.
Brent. Yes, our summer intern, Brent, who has handled a lot of the logistics today.
A lot of the logistics. I have a question for you, Mr. Keach. You have a very broad acting career, and now you can add the puzzle segment to your
yes, indeed, and I'm very
illustrious resume. What do you think you might try next?
Well, I'm going to. The first thing I'm going to do is go back and get the crossword puzzle and see if I can do it again, or see if I can do it at all. Because I shared Mr. Schorr's sentiments. I think awards are wonderful for celebrities, but to be a clue or an answer in the New York Times crossword puzzle was, my mom said, "You finally made it, son."
It's true. It's true. I thought he has used me. He said my name, Liane. It has a great number of good vowels, so you can mix it up. But I always thought that I would be superseded by Elian, the young Cuban boy. But his story ended before mine did. So, Tony Marcano, editor.
That just raises a question for me: Does this room have the greatest number of people in it at one time who have been in the New York Times crossword puzzle? We've got Stacy Keach, Dan Schorr, Liane Hansen, Scott Simon, and I'm wondering
Susan Stamberg.
Susan Stamberg. Yeah. I bet it does.
I bet it does. We're all veterans of the New York Times crossword puzzle. That's great.